What's going on, everybody? It's Solomon Abrams. I'm here with Ace and Kyng Kitten X after our shooting session. So my first question is, X, how was the experience for you?
The experience was great. I loved it. It was humbling, especially the first tie that we tried, the suspension.
Okay.
But it was, I'd say, explorative.
Okay. So let's go a little bit deeper. Humbling in what way?
So I am an extreme masochist is what I would consider myself.
Okay.
I need levels of pain to even understand that pleasure is happening.
Okay.
But that is a different type of pain. That the pressures from ropes being in certain places and on certain pressure points is just a different sensation. It's more of a endurance thing rather than a pain tolerance measurement.
Okay. So first of all, let me start that over. And thank you very much for one, allowing me to do your first suspension, and then allowing me to do such an intense suspension. It's something I have to go check my notes that I'm not as proficient at, and I'm really appreciative and grateful and thankful for you allowing me to use your body to make that thing happen. Right? The tie, we were trying to go for the tie that is reminiscent of the tattoo that you had. Mm-hmm. Right. From the pictures we showed you, do we think we got it or close? Yes, no?
I think we got close, not as close as I would like because I'm a perfectionist. Okay. But also, my body couldn't handle that for a first-time tie.
Okay. And so, now the other, that's one of those things where a lot of times people send me photos like, this is my inspiration photo, and it's different when you're just looking at a photo and it's like, hey, I can probably tie that, but your level of ability to get into the rope or be into the position may be a lot different, right? And so it's hard to explain that to people when it's their first time and they're like, well, I'm a masochist. It's like, okay, I got you. Not to say that you can't take it, but your body's going to respond. If you had to do it, or let's say, for example, you're telling a friend how the experience is going to be, what are some things that you would tell them to I normally ask that, what are some things you know now you wish you had known then, or something like that?
I would have done way more prep work for the in-between stages. I think when people think about getting tied or suspended in general, they think about the aftermath, the end result, right?
Right.
Getting in the air shot, right? But the different harnesses that go into it, building up, the different positions that you have to be in order to get suspended, I feel like that needs to be built on.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's one thing you really enjoyed about the whole experience?
I loved that it was just a very comfortable experience. I never felt like I couldn't express if something hurt or something was uncomfortable.
Okay.
I also felt like, just especially that second tie, I hit like a serenity bubble.
Okay.
And it was just like a overwhelming calm kind of wrapped me up. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for me?
So how often do you get people who approach you with ties that are a little bit too advanced for beginnerism? And what would be a good beginner suspension?
So first answer is all the time.
Okay.
A lot of time, let's say 75% of the time, a new person will ask me to do a tie that I know they're not ready for. And so then we have to sort of make some variations, right? There are very few times where someone will ask me about doing some rope, and then the asshole in me is like, all right, bet. Right? But most of the time, there's a moment with the ties where the harness, I'm tying, and then I can see in their eyes they're still trying to get out, and then there's like a, okay, this is gonna sound very like rape man-ish. There's a moment where there's life in their eyes. They're like, I can get out of it if I wanted to, and then one cinch, it's over. They're like, oh shit, I couldn't get out of this if I wanted to, right? And so in those spaces where like there are some people who are so extremely confident, I won't say arrogant, they're very, very confident that they're not listening to the instructions I'm trying to give them. It's like, because I know that this is going to be an intense tie. This is an intense tie. A lot of times I'll watch like Shibari studies, or I'll watch videos of someone teaching the class, and sometimes in those videos you can watch the bottom, like they're struggling, but their level of being a bottom is they know how to power through, and a lot of times they're either white or very light, and you can see the redness in their hands, and you can see their wrist dropping, and you can see these things in the videos. And so there are times where people are so new, they don't know what they don't know. And it's like, hey, we can do a variation, but then even then, it's like, that's going to be intense. So we have to do, so how I mitigate that, right, is like we had the chair, or we'll have something else. So like off camera, it'll be, I'll have like that stool, right? It'll be off, like I'll have it in my hand, I'm shooting a picture, boom, 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 set you back up for 30 seconds. But people ask me that a lot. Or then also, I'm often doing rope with very new people, and they're very new to rope. So for them, that second tie we did, we were facing up and all that, a lot of times, sometimes for some people, that's more intense than they could handle. And then to wrap this answer up, there are also times where, like I tie a lot of tall plus size women. You, like 300 pounds, 5'8", there aren't many times you're off your feet, right? And so there are times where that part is intense, where it's like the rope feels like, it feels good in a way where it's poking areas where like, oh, that stretched my back, it's that. And so they're up and they're supported. And it's like, back where I was saying, like, you see the light where their eyes, there's a moment where that they realize that they're not going to fall. And so then it's like, when was the last time in your adult life, if you were at a certain weight, that you have been securely off your feet?
Yeah.
And then that becomes intense, like, oh shit. And it's all the other emotions that go along with, fuck, I haven't felt this good in this long. Or my back doesn't hurt now. Or this was scary, and it's so scary that it feels great, and so that's. Any other questions? That was my question.
What was it like working with a Domme? I know you normally do like solo sessions.
So it was good working with a Domme who shared her vision with me, and then worked alongside of me, and in some cases, like took the lead on making sure the ultimate goal we were able to get that, right? So even in our conversation, it was like we're talking and she was like, yeah, and I can bring my camera. Whoa, slow down, right? Yes, you can bring your camera, right? But it could be really like nerve-wracking when you're hiring as a photographer to take the photos. You could just ask like, hey, can you just do the rope, and I can do my own photo?
Right.
Like, okay, cool. So it was really good in that case, right? And so like we said in the first video, one of the best things is she was able to help you like be calm in some very intense things, because her reassuring you that you're doing a good job sustains you throughout, right? And so that was good. And it's not okay, and this is like gender neutral. Some Doms come and they ruin the experience.
Absolutely.
Because
They're trying to take over.
they're trying to take over, or they're trying to why is my sub having so much pleasure? I have to use my voice now. And it's like, hey, if you just lower your tone and redirect that energy, you can help them through this. Like you can see, there are times I've watched bottoms be tied, submissives be tied, and then it's quiet. It's like good. They've checked on them, everything's good. And so it's like, you good, baby girl? It's like, shut the fuck
now
up.
She's all startled.
Yeah, it's like, or like even like some like say what women done. It's like everything's quiet, and then they come in with like some point of view is like, what in the fuck are you like? Shut the fuck up. Right? So it was good to have a dominant who worked. I'm gonna say worked with me, and then worked with you, but also allowed us to work, right? And then, yeah, sometimes I don't have ideas, or I'm burned out. Like, okay, what else you want? Like, oh, can we do this? And so, but that goes back to like, remember we spoke in the first one, was like, there's going to be a level of excitement from her behind the camera. It's like, it was like, first you were cool, like, yeah, got a little water, like, yeah. The next thing you know, she got that camera in her hand, it was like, oh no, turn it this way. Hold on, baby girl. Oh no, you doing good. Like little pimp voice came in, you doing good, baby girl. Look, no, don't move. Put the booty up. Right there. It's like, yeah, that is a good pose, right? So I don't have to think about that.
Yeah.
It's like, let me get out the way. Hey, let me get some light for you. You know what I'm saying? And so that was encouraging, right? It's not that I don't want to work with other people, like, oh, don't bring your dominant because, hey, I'm tying a person up.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
Half
You know
the
what I'm
time
saying?
is for safety, you know?
Right.
Safety and comfort.
But and I get it, but sometimes a person doesn't. It's I think that it is misleading and unfair for any one person. Y'all can go next to each other. No, that's so cute. I like that. Y'all like sneaking it. That's just like. But I think it's unfair for any one person to put the pressures of another one person, all of your pleasures, especially if it's something that you don't know that you like or dislike. Right? So with dominance, a lot of times it's like that's not their skill set. If rope isn't their skill set, it's like you're watching someone else pleasure your person in a way that you're not equipped to see. And it's like, oh shit, that is different. Right? And so that was really good. So I appreciate that. Y'all came prepared. You know what I'm saying? Came on time. It wasn't a power struggle. Like this is your man. I'm the photographer in rope top, right? But also between her and I, it's not like in the rope and in my photo shoot, I'm in charge. Like, hey, listen, I'm gonna do these things, and then I don't care after that, right? So it wasn't a power struggle. Okay, we understand. Everything's understood, and so that made life easier. But also, it was fun watching her kind of like have those moments. Like I sit back and I can see her. Like she's not saying it like, yeah. Like there's some pictures on her camera roll. You can be like, oh, like and they for her. You may not even see them like, oh, yeah. It's like, oh, she's moving her hair, and so that was fly. What else?
I don't think I have any questions. I would definitely say that you have really good energy as far as like collaboration. You know, you also don't have a very domineering approach to things, and I agree there was no power struggle, which is really wonderful because sometimes, and this is no shade to y'all,
No.
Sometimes men are very intimidated by me.
I got that.
And they always feel like I'm trying to take their power from them.
Right.
They can't hold space for my dominance without it being a reflection on me trying to attack their masculinity.
Right.
And it even has led to a lot of outer breakups with some of the men that we've dealt with, just because like they feel like they have to struggle for power with me, and you can't take my power, it's mine.
Right.
So if you feel like me being powerful is an issue for you, that's something that reflects on you and not necessarily on me. So I love that we didn't have any of those issues. Not that I thought we would.
Right, no.
It's so refreshing though. And I really feel like you did a really good job with your instruction to X. She was very comfortable the whole time. I love your setup. Very calm, very serene.
Thank you. We're working on it.
I would love to do for a follow-up shoot something in the water.
Okay.
I think that would be really cool for myself. because
cool,
it's not
cool.
like water.
Okay. I got you.
But I definitely could see us collaborating further in the future.
Okay.
So
like
if you ever have any ideas, let us
we'll
know.
talk.
You know?
But thanks. So first of all, thank you. Right. One, and I don't care what the other dudes think. Dudes be on some for real shit.
They do.
Right. There's some bullshit nigga dudes out here, right? And before I got into BDSM, I learned that from porn. I learned that how I was maybe, let's say, 10, 15 years ago, I no longer think those ways, right? Now, on top of that,
evolution.
yeah, on top of that though, it's I have a lot of women who are dominant women, whether that's their position, where they are, who dope is dope, right? And so it's like, how can I, I'm not going to be like, oh, you got to respect me, right? And so it's your power has no, your dominion has no, it doesn't move me, right? And so I don't have to I can't steal your power. This is your person. Y'all got to agree, right? The other part about that is that being secure in myself has nothing to do with who you are or not, right? So I'm not going to be like, I got to be tougher. No, I'm secure as a person. I've done so much shit in my life, right? It matters in the sense that that's not going to get us to what we're trying to do, right? That's not going to get us where we're trying to go. And I appreciate that that's the energy, right? We can have that exchange, right? Because, the truth of the matter is, let's say that she snuck over here. We probably could have done exactly what we did, right? But since there was an understanding that happened that no matter, I could be the domliest dom ever, like Lord Mega Dom, that's not going to give us all of the things that we needed to accomplish the goal, right? And so, it don't. Your power, your amazingness has no effect on what we do. Because, right? Because I can be like, oh shit, you ain't that powerful, you don't know how to tie. Yeah, I can say that, right? But that's not the truth of the matter is your amazing presence made the whole everything work, right? And so I want things to work. And then lastly, being around dominant women energy, powerful feminine energy is good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You know what I'm saying?
For men who are secure in their masculinity, it only boosts
their
dominance. It only boosts their power. For men who collide with this well, because even though X is very submissive, X is extremely powerful. X is extremely aggressive,
right,
on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So we really enjoy collaborating with male energy that is invigorated by ours. Because at the end of the day, divine feminine energy is a large complement to masculine energy. And so when you just allow those things to just balance, everything works perfectly.
Right.
Very symbiotic.
Right. And I'm all for things working perfectly. Right. I am. For me, on a divine level, I feel like it's going to sound opposite. It's going to sound bad. I'm like a dirt god. I'm like good, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm basic. Let's do this thing. But ultimately, everything has to work together. And so it's but I try not to be no dickhead about shit either. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, you know what I'm saying? It's what we gonna do? And so, I appreciate the fact that y'all rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Now I have a question for you though, right?
Yeah.
How different was the shoot and the session for you before we we had the conversation? What was your expectations then?
When we were setting everything up?
Yeah, the phone call and all that. And before you answer, how different has it been after this part?
Yeah. No, it went exactly how I planned it going.
Okay.
I'll say that. So my expectations were absolutely met.
Okay.
When I saw you at the Pleasureverse, I really appreciated the studious nature in which you approached your class with.
Mm-hmm.
I also love humor. right? Humor gets me through. I'm a very unserious person.
Right.
Extremely unserious.
Right.
So I really appreciated that, and just how comfortable you made the whole room.
Okay.
I was like, okay, this is an energy I can work with. And then working with our mutual Day, you know, she gave rave reviews about your session. I loved the product from that session as well. So it very much just, everything really fell into alignment. If I can be honest, ever since the Pleasureverse, things have just been falling into alignment in the BDSM and in the kink world for us. Obviously, X and I are in a 24/7 dynamic, but a lot of things people don't know about us is we've always been this way, like from the beginning. You know, we've known each other for 8 years. We've been together for about 8 years, going on. So we got into kink really, really young. Yes, really, really young. I was freshly 18. So, you know, no, literally. So, you know, a lot of people get into kink later on in life, you know, spice things up or whatever. But it's always been a mixture of like intelligence and the science and the nature behind BDSM versus just the expression and the sensation, right? We want to know the how and the why, you know. And so this really was exactly what I wanted. It was a balance of educational and enjoyable. You know, I love the photos that you've taken already before any of your edits. I felt like it was a great avenue for me to also take pictures. Thank you for allowing me and my camera in your space.
No, it's cool.
And it just was, it was a very harmonious experience. Your over communication is like magnifique. That's exactly how I am as well. It's almost to a nuisance.
Right. It's like, damn, I get it.
You know what I mean? It's almost to a nuisance. So even with having conversations about consent and things like that, like I've had very bossy bottoms where I like, listen, I gave you my consent. You don't have to keep asking. But I do, and I'm going to. But I do. Because as we're getting deeper and as we're getting further, I'm going to need you to still tell me this is okay. Because the last thing I want from anyone to enter the session with me is for you to get up with regrets. Is for you to have those, damn, I wish I didn't do that. Because, like, you need to be reveling in how enjoyable that experience was for you. So that's definitely the headspace that I was in with this, and I appreciated how open and honest your communication was. Even with our pre-conversation in this one, like I love a debrief. That's what I call them. I love a debrief after a session. You know, even how I was telling you about our date, like we debriefed with her.
Yeah.
Like,
that's dope.
From the beginning. So I really appreciated it. You absolutely exceeded my expectations. And I just love how clean your space is.
Well, thank you.
Know, everything was just perfect.
Well, thank you. You got a dog. He'll be back that time.
I'm looking for him.
Free recon.
Give him a little kiss.
All right. I don't know
if he lets me.
I don't know if he's a kisser yet. I don't know.
He might be mad. I don't know.
You touched on something as far as consent goes, right? And then I'm going to kind of chime back in with X. There are a lot of times, going back to that, there are a lot of times new people are like, I gave you consent. It's like, hey, listen, you don't even know yet.
You don't even know.
You don't, like,
you don't. Know.
You think you know,
right.
But you don't even know yet.
Right.
And so you can't give me, I just say to people, you can't give me consent to something that you don't know is about to happen.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, I can do this. Like, I'll say, like, you can I touch you this way? Can I touch you? Or, hey, to tie this, I have to put my hands here, right? And so it's, like I say, there are times where people are like, oh, we just gonna go with the flow. Hey, listen. More so than, like, I have to stop people and say, women, and say, listen, we can't go with the flow because I'm a real sadist. And I know I seem like a soft dom. Like, I'm a real sadist.
Quiet one.
I really want to fuck you up, but I want to do so with your consent, right? But you don't know what the flow. You don't know the flow will take me. And like in those intense ties, in my mind, I'm like, man, I could just really just take this foot and tie it off and lift this foot, and it would look dope, right? And so to that point, I saw that, like, I could try this, and it was like, nah, like, she might let you. Don't ask me, because that's a lot. So were there any points where in that intense tie, those first ties, second ties, third ties, whatever it can be, where you were like, I could do this, but I'm glad I don't have to, or anything like that?
I didn't really have a point where I was like, oh, I'm glad I don't have to. Excuse me. I feel like I said, as an extreme masochist, I am very aware of my limits. And I'm also very aware that I can push through.
Right.
I'm a trooper, right? That's something I like. It's on my resume. Right. But I feel like, touching on what you said again about I don't even feel like it was over communication, because you can't consent to something you don't know. I was 100% down to do the pose for my tattoo, 1,000%. And then we got there, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! Oh, this is a little spicy."
Like, oh,
okay. And it wasn't horrible. It definitely would try it again for sure. But it is definitely like I communicated. I was like, "You got about 5 minutes, tops, and I definitely thought it was going to be an easier experience than it was, and so I would say that. Just the fact that there is that understanding of comfortability, and the fact that you know that I am a masochist and respect that, I know that you're a sadist and respect that, but there's still that level of, okay, I'm not going to push her past this 5 minutes after she told me she's going to, which I really appreciated for you. So I definitely don't think there was anything that I was glad that I didn't have to do, because I wasn't put in that position where I had to do it. But I guess definitely getting me down off of that first suspension was something I was very grateful for when I communicated that.
Awesome. So let's go back to that.
Yeah.
You, normally I would have to tell somebody hey, give me 5 minutes. But when Ace picked up hey, can you do 30 more seconds? Can you do this? You were like, yeah. Can you do maybe another 30 more seconds, right? But you saying, no, I have 5 minutes. And that brings up the time conversation. I have 5 minutes, and then I'm done. And I appreciate that, and I'm thankful for that. So thank you very much for that. To the time frame, and I'll be done in a minute. Remember, you were asking me about time, right? Do you see what I meant? Where I was like,
100%.
Yeah, it's like, how long is it going to take?
100%.
Okay, let's have it.
I don't know what I thought in my head, but after seeing suspension in real time, because I've been to kink balls, I've been to some orgies, I've been to, events where public sex is happening, bondage is happening, suspension is happening. And I've seen people be tied for a very long time, but I realize they're professionals.
Right.
And they've been suspended for the whole event sometimes. And so in my head, I don't know why I just assumed everybody may be able to do that, all the bottoms would be able to do that. So I didn't want her to be suspended for 30 minutes at a time or 40 minutes at a time. But obviously we're not even anywhere near that. We're nowhere near that. So it definitely really put it into perspective for me, especially the first time, because it just looked uncomfortable. At first it just looked uncomfortable. Just even with the way it was sitting under her thighs, because I'm like, I know that's digging, you know what I mean? But you called it a booty basket. That one, that is what I expected, for her to be more comfortable in, and she was. So I was really grateful for that, just because it looked like it was just more secure and less digging and less pressure in one spot. It was able to be distributed evenly almost. So I definitely see what you meant by timing. It definitely lowered that 30 to 45 minute window down to 5.
Okay.
1 or 2 even for some of those.
Right. Okay. I can't think of any more questions. I do want to. I'm gonna stop this video because I need one more thing we're gonna do. Any other questions, comments for me?
No, I can't think of any other questions, but I just want to say thank you for offering such an amazing experience for my first time.
Right. And so I'm gonna say this I can say this on camera too. So my suggestion, right? Because we spoke about it like you said, I could have did this at home. Not that you couldn't do this at home, right? But you could do the ties at home, right? But so my suggestion is this, right? I think I use Shibari Study. It's a website, and they have different levels of tying, right? So you can sit down, try at your levels, and then build up. I think that, especially with the friend group you could have a person stop and do the videos, and then you can build up, right? Then that way you could take a video, send me the picture, and say, Solomon, what do you think? You know, like this or that, right? And then also my partner, she ties, right? And so I was like, I think that some people are more, I think that women are a lot more comfortable with a woman who ties, who's knowledgeable. And I'm like, we can still build community, but so that's my suggestion. I think getting on Shibari Studio, getting the books, and just taking your time and building, and then in that you can start building your own theories and philosophies and saying, oh, I see this, I see that, and it's really good to have a submissive and a bottom who, one, is a masochist, two, who's knowledgeable person in kink, right? Who knows what to say and all that, and then you all have a good communication, right? I think it begins to help the both of you grow, right, together, because that's something also happens, that the top grows in skill set, but the bottom doesn't. It's like, no, I think as you guys go, you'll do really good. So I think that's my suggestion. Like, I'll give you, like I said, I'll give you right now a sheet and make up people and all that, and then you can try and practice it, like, you know, do the stuff and be like, oh, I get it. Oh, like, it's like, oh, like, yeah, it'll click, and then you'll develop that stuff. So.
No, it's definitely perfect because I have the books and I've seen the videos, but like it's nothing like getting that hands-on in-person experience. And I have a problem that most people beg for, which is I have so many people who want me to tie them up, who have asked me to tie them up for years, men, women, in between, like, and I just have been very cautious and nervous because I know the nerve damage that comes from Shibari. I know the more negative side of what can happen if you do it the wrong way. Like you can, sometimes I've heard you can like mess up blood vessels, and look like cause permanent nerve damage, and you know, issue with circulation. And as you can see, I'm shifting a lot. I have circulation issues myself. So you know, but this took the fear out of it for me. So I'm really grateful for that, because as much as I am a sadist, I don't actually enjoy causing pain that was not intended. I enjoy inflicting pain up to a certain point, and I love pushing boundaries. That's my favorite thing with BDSM. But I never want to go over. You know, I don't ever want you to use your safe word with me. That's my goal. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to read your body language and know when I'm pushing you right to the brink without actually tipping you over the edge. So, I really, really appreciate you for just instilling that in me, and just your like patience and calmness, and just answering all my questions and all the ex's concerns along the way. Like, very, very, very comfortable in your space. So thank you.
Okay, thank y'all for coming. I'll have to pause this because I'm going to do something.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. Based on Dojo. Okay, so what we have here are pop cycle sticks, right? And to get one, you have to give one, right? So I'm gonna have to make some guesses, but okay. What happens is you pick a color, and then you're going to write an affirmation on the popsicle stick, right?
Okay.
But normally I have the card that tells them what to do, and I don't want to get back up in the house. So we're going to, so depending on your color will dictate the beginning of your affirmation.
Okay.
Right? So red is I am, blue is I will, green is I can, purple can be I feel, right? So it has to be an affirmation, because once you're done, you're going to pick an affirmation.
Okay.
And then this affirmation becomes your affirmation for 7 days. Okay? So pick since you were in the row, I'll let you pick first with your permission.
Yeah, absolutely. Shocker.
I'm going to take I think that was the right letter. And then that's a blank popsicle stick. And so right, I am. You can pick. Awesome. Yep. Ain't nothing on there.
This one was I feel.
I feel you.
Yeah.
that one from you. Now pick one.
They all trying to come with me.
Care to read it?
I am powerful beyond measure.
That's literally what I'm writing.
You're creepy.
That's funny.
Get out of my head.
Okay.
Get off my popsicle stick.
Okay. That's not okay.
Just so you know, I'm not lying.
That's funny. That's funny.
Creepy.
That's funny.
Now
Okay.
answer this. This is dancing.
I don't have any cards.
No, I didn't do one for Dana.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I don't have any cards from her.
Damn it. Try not to pick her. Because I realized I didn't. I put it back in like, whoop.
I feel abso-freaking-lutely pretty.
There we go. All right. So that's what's up. All right. Thank y'all for coming. We're gonna take care of each other. Y'all be good. See y'all around. Peace.
Peace.